Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to see you all. Hello, my name is Irfan Maulana Rafi. I'm here to explain my internship report. I did this internship for 6 months in the PT Aigra Insurance Brokers. Introduce myself. Hello, my name is Irfan Maulana Rafi. Is a sixth semester student of the Jakarta State University, majoring in marketing management, who has completed his internship at Aigra Insurance Brokers. Table of content. Preliminary, part 2, overview of the internship, part 3, implementation of internship, part 4, conclusion and suggestion. Part 1, preliminary. Next, I want to explain about background internship. In the current era of globalization, competition in job search is getting too big, especially for new job seeker who must have expertise and experience and be able to compete it with other job seeker. Some people who do not have the expertise and experience make themselves unable to compete and will simply be eliminated from the competition. In the other words, educational institution and university also do not want to let their student graduate without real work experience, making graduates unable to face increasingly difficult job competition. The increasingly fierce competition in business and enactment of Industry 4.0 at this time. Industry 4.0, which is currently running, allow tens of thousands of foreign workers to occupy a job position that should be filled with workers from Indonesia. With the no longer existing professional boundaries in the to improve the company's recruitment and criteria in selecting new workers. Therefore, the State University of Jakarta, especially the Faculty of Economic, Diploma Marketing Management, tries to minimize this problem by providing student with the means by holding work practice or internship activity. In carrying out this internship program, the practitioner will carry out the internship program at PT Aigra Insurance Broker. The practitioner will apply and implement what the practitioner has obtained academical during the lecture. With that, the practitioner can measure how well he understands how to absorb the material obtained, apart from being its benchmark for measuring themselves. Internship will also provide additional insight to the practitioner about the real world of work, such as how important the ethic that must be applied the practitioner in the work and responsibilities in the work environment are. Next, I will explain about purpose and meaning of the internship. Meaning part 1, complete the internship course for the marketing management diploma study program for the Economy State University of Jakarta. Part 2, increase insight and experience in the work of work. Part 3, produce graduates who have expertise, responsibility, and foster a professional work ethic. Purpose. Part 1, implement the knowledge has been obtained during learning activity. Part 2, increase the practitioner understand of the knowledge that has been obtained. Part 3, develop self-ability in the real world of work. Next, utility of internship for practitioner. Part 1, add insight, knowledge, and work experience in the real world of work. Part 2, build the attitude of responsibility and professional ethics. Part 3, improve the skill and creativity of practitioner work in the work environment. For a company, as you can see, assist agency in completing daily work with the assistance of practitioner. Part 2, SMS to improve cooperative relation with the State University of Jakarta. Part 3, SMS to help prepare Jakarta State University graduate to be ready enter the real world of work. For the university, Part 1, graduates who are competent and able to compete in employment work. Part 2, build a good cooperative relationship with the relevant agency. Part 3, introducing the State University of Jakarta, especially the Diploma Marketing Management Study program, the general public. Next. Place of internship at PT Aigra Insurance Brokers of the Standard Chartered Tower 33rd for Professor Dr. Satya Root number 1164 was Karet Kuningan District Setiabudi South Jakarta. Schedule of internship part was preparation stage on August 28, 2021. The practitioner will prepare all the file needed to carry out internship. Part 2 implementation stage. The internship start on September 6, 2021, March until March 6, 2022, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by work from office. Part 3, reporting stage. The preparation of internship report will be carried on January 28, 2022 until it is complete. Next, overview of the internship. History of PT Aigra Insurance Broker. PT Aigra Insurance Broker established in 1976 under the name PT Atap Indah. Start operating consultant and insurance broker for several corporate clients, registered and ratified based on the decree of Minister of Justice, Republic Indonesia. On 9 Augustus 1076 and has been issued by NRA number 70 additional change to PT Aigra Insurance Broker date of minutes of extraordinary general meeting of shareholder number 79 date of February 26, 2002 drawn up before Ari Supranto notary in Jakarta, which has been ratified based on the decree of Minister of Justice Republic Indonesia. Next, structural organization. This structural of PT Aigra Insurance Broker. Next, general activity part 1, perform risk assessment for each client who requires the service of a risk consultant. Resolving part 2, resolving problem of compensation and claim for the insurer who use the service of PT Aigra Insurance Broker. Part 3, conducting analysis and consulting on a business risk by looking at the risk portfolio of each client. As an assessment of a business risk before the business will be taken. Part 5, analyzing, recommending, and deciding acceptance is accordance with the authority of and supervising the implementation of risk survey. Part 6, holding evaluation meeting and production reporting meeting at the beginning of the month for all employees. Part 7, holding a GSR corporate social responsibility program every year. Next, general activity, making insurance business offer to insurance company. Making appointment and approved insurance company offer to place a slip. Making bill for the insurance. Next, I will explain about implementation of internship. Part 1, making prediction data recap. The practitioner makes BPR Batu Raja production report data to find out the amount of profit obtained in October 2021. Making prediction data recap, the practitioner makes BPR Batu Raja production report data to find out the amount of profit obtained in November 2021. Making premium payment data to reconciliation, the practitioner reconcile the data on payment of insurance premiums for Umrah and Haji in financing to representative of the finance division so that they can find out the data on the money that goes into the company and the money that must be paid the insurance company. Next, make insurance business offer document. The practitioner makes an insurance business offer by making an insurance placement slip and sending the document to the insurance company partner of PT Aigra Insurance Broker. Next. Make insurance appointment document that agree to offer a profit. The practitioner appoint an insurance company that has approved the registration of insurance document or an insurance business offer by making an insurance offer slip to the insurance company. Billing insurance premium. The practitioner make the insurance premium bill to insurance who use the service by the insurance broker as insurance broker and risk consultant. Next, I will explain about obstacle and counter. Part 1. In the beginning of sending the placement slip, the practitioner cannot use work email, so they have to use personal email using the Gmail domain. So that practitioner has to wait for admin in the divisi IT to make practitioner office email so that it can be easily recognized when the practitioner send an email to insurance or business partner of PT Aigra Insurance Broker. Part 2, the uniformity of data recognition with system between BPR Batu Raja and PT Aigra Insurance Broker. As a result, practitioner perform a recapitulation of premium and coverage ledger manually by equating the number between PT Aigra Insurance Broker data with the numbers in the BPR Batu Raja data. Part 3, when making insurance premium payment bill, sometimes there are still some error related to the calculation premise. Sometimes the premium value is from the actual value. Part 4, at the beginning, the practitioner carry out the internship obligation of the PT Aigra Insurance Broker. Practitioner do not get chair and table. As a result, practitioner cannot work freely and optimally. Part 5, when the insurance offer has been submitted to the insurance company and insurance policy has been issued, there are insurers who have not paid the marine cargo insurance premium, even though the goods sent have arrived at the destination. Part 6, disadvantage of this stationery that often occur in the particular is a map because there are quite a lot of incoming letter and quite a lot of letter will be sent when the letter of delivery. A map must be included so that the letter is not scaled and remains net, but often the supply of maps sometimes runs out. Part 7, the room is small or narrow and uncomfortable because it may see in large facilities such as chair and table. It is not uncommon for practitioners to take chairs in other parts because of the lack of this facility. Part 8, the practice of the gets a job that is not following the engineering and marketing division. As a result, much of the practical work is disrupted because many employees ask for help to complete their work. Part 9 is it is difficult to adjust the workplace where the workspace is very cold and because air conditioning is too big. So when you want to activity, your hands are stiff. Plus during the rainy season where it is already cold because of the rainy weather and must be able to be cold or air conditioning in the room. So it's difficult to adapt to air conditioner room. Part 10, practitioner often asks again about the job that's given by engineering manager or technical manager because its explanation is also complete and clear, so practitioner is often confused when he wants to do a task from the engineering manager. Next, I will explain about how to overcome obstacle. Part 1, when expressing the first problem, which is always sending an email using a personal email, the practitioner always use his personal Gmail or Google Mail for company business. This is very distinct for the practitioner daily life because the practitioner Google email is always connected to practitioner smartphone. Very distinct the daily life of practitioner when he is not working in the office or vacation. This is repeated for several weeks after gathering the intention taking the correct to voice this problem to the technical manager of PT Aigra Insurance Broker, Emilian Supriyatno, regarding matter to greatly interfere with the practitioner daily life. After complaining about the problem, the practitioner was given suggestion for this matter to contact the IT division staff of PT Aigra Insurance Broker, namely Mr. Panji. After listing Mr. Uyaya, suggestion to contact Mr. Panji. The practitioner took the initiative to find Mr. Panji's contact and email by contact Mrs. Sukmawati HRD of PT Aigra Insurance Broker to ask Mr. Mr. Panji contact and email. And after contact, Mrs. Sukmawati, the practitioner, waited a reply for several hours. And finally, Mrs. Sukmawati replied, provided Panji contact and email. Practitioner then contact the IT division of PT Aigra Insurance Broker, namely Mr. Panji, to request an office email. Part 2, the problem of difficult implementation. The system with the PT Batu Raja is a classic problem that often occurs in the rural bank environments, which is still in the transformation toward the all conventional era to be all digital. Business partner in the company or bank because the system owned by BP Budget is still process transitioning to an integrated system with the intermediary insurance. There are still many shortcomings that must be corrected in the system in the digital area. If financial institutions or companies still use manual system that still wash paper and ink, it's very outdated in addition to being wasteful and less efficient and not environmentally friendly. And all conventional management system will drain a lot of resource in the technology era. It is time for financial banking institutions to upgrade to their management system, human resource, product promotion, and so on using digital-based system. Maybe the cost will, I feel, a little heavy and large at the beginning. But once the system is built, I will make it easier for financial institution or bank to match from and automate and integrate system with the concept of EOT or Internet of Things. Next, party almost all employee or student who are doing internship must have made mistake while working. The mistake that occur are part of original process of making ourselves be more mature when facing bigger problem. But it's important for us to know how to avoid repeating these mistakes so as not to becoming a burden for practitioner mind and to take advice from Mr. Yatno so that he can focus even more when he is busy. There are several kinds of mistakes that are generally found in practical work environment in carrying out the tax calculation insurance training at the level determined by insurance company based on the agreed agreement, negligence of not having and so on to anticipate things that are not desirable. Then during the practice by several error related to consolation training, the practitioner face this problem by always check repeatedly before sending to emergency Priyatna as the technical manager as final verify before the insured training bill can be sent to institution their house they insured or they will not. But for when faced the office condition that have shortcoming, the practitioner immediately start by continuing to adapt when the environment is not support for activities. However, this encourages practitioner to continue communicating with other employee so that can have the closeness and intimacy when having conversation. This allow the practitioner to be able to sit at the meeting table in the middle of the workspace, and when they start to become familiar with starting a conversation, the practitioner can sit at the meeting table without feeling awkward. Communication is very important in our daily life as practitioner to find relationship on works and work relationship. Our ability to communicate will determine the success and development of social life, and business communication skill are not the ability to speak fluently, but also the ability to give message to someone. Therefore, communication also an important role in work activity. In the world of the work, poor communication often cause further problem. What's the problem that can be said or poor communication? Problems such as misunderstanding, error in carrying out work, and so on are just a few small examples of many problems caused by improper communication. Next, part 5. When facing the problem in the insurer who has not paid my intervention premium, even though the goods and have arrived at their destination, the first thing the practitioner does is they contact the logistic agent of the cargo because the agent is responsible for the delivery of the cargo that will be sent the destination. The agent responsible to premium that must be given to the insurance company. They contact the agent, again practitioner will collect the insurance premium that must be established because when the policy is issued and the insurance premium will be not be fixed after the specific period, then this evaluates the moral responsibility or business ethic of a company that must be implemented in the business. What ethic and important element must be considered and included in various aspects of both individual company and society ethic in the business can also interpreted and as a knowledge of the norms in managing a business company and morality that applies universally, economically and socially. This also use a standard or good the company to be used as guide in working. In addition, good ethic will help all of us in developing a business or business more easily. Business ethic is a way to dealing with companies, society, and individual. In this case, practitioner as engineering division quite often use office stationery in the form inscripsi pada insurance broker. Office stationery in particular, the form of map neither is by every office because every office must have client and always receive quite a lot incoming letter, and that a lot letter will be sent when the letter is delivered. A folder must be included so the letter is not scattered and managed, but often the supply of maps and is out of the stock. This need to be overcome with good inventory management. In this case, the company must have good equipment management, which is consumable. Equipment management is side regarding planning and determining the need for the procurement, storage, distribution, and maintenance, as well the elimination of equipment material. The function of equipment management is to formulate what is needed and determine the step that must be carried out to achieve the goals that have been determined. Meanwhile, in particular, logistic planning is an activity to plan logistic needs, the implementation of which is carried out by all potential user or user. Equipment management tends to be more complex. It is complementation, so it will be very difficult to control if it is not based on good planning. Good planning requires monitoring, evaluation, and reporting system that adequate and serves as a feedback for controlling action on what happened. And to overcome the condition, this small and narrow room, practitioner always take a chair is usually used for gas and to it the meeting table in the middle of the room. This is less comfortable for the practitioner because it's not effective and makes uncomfortable if gas visible. For how to overcome this obstacle, practitioner asked Mrs. Sukmawati as the HRD of the Insurance Brokers to improve the performance of the facility and infrastructure management so that employees who work in the office feel comfortable and when working. Management of facility and infrastructure is an activity that regulate to prepare equipment to implementation of the work process in the office. Management of facility and infrastructure needed to help assist the work process. Management of facility and infrastructure can be as activity to organize, starting from planning needs, procurement, storage, distribution, creation, maintenance, inventory, elimination, as well, structuring land, building, equipment, and office furniture, as well as being appropriate and on target. The purpose of managing office facility and infrastructure is to provide professional service to that the work process can take place effectively and efficiently. But a practitioner overcome obstacle when getting a job not in accordance with technical marketing division often the work so to be done the practitioner namely be reporting to Mr. Yayat Supriyatna as the manager of the technical marketing division and Mrs. Sukmawati as HRD of the Insurance Broker to immediately overcome problems related to work or job desk which are often not by division that has been determined. In this case, Mrs. Sukmawati is very important as HRD. This cost concern the company human resource who often neglect the work they should be doing, they delegate it to the older people. Basically, every organization or company that establishing as a goal that one day will experience rapid growth and development within the scope of business. The extent of goal depends on the size of organization concerned. For organization or company that has broad goals, the number of jobs will become more numerous and varied. In such circumstance, an organization or company can provide the appropriate number of employees according to type workload. However, there are not enough employees. So there needs to be a division of labor so that each employee get his task to be accountable for. With the division of labor, the employee or employee responsible for every task assigned to him. But when the practitioner find difficult to adjust the workplace condition because they are conditioned to call in the building belonging to the insurance broker. This causes the hand and body of the practitioner to shiver and shift into the room temperature being to call the system for the practitioner body temperature. The practitioner perform this obstacle in a way to usually done by most people, namely use jacket and long sleeve shirt with the thick material. Of course, this help practitioner to need to not to feel excessive cold and interfere with work. Jacket and clothes with thick material not only work to warm up but are also useful to heat the we produce means not the most heat. This happens because our body bring back to blood and flow when our in cold temperature. The next way to overcome the obstacle experienced by the practitioner is by doing physically activity that gas It causes our body to contact or move in that way. The body processes more nutrition and which will generate additional heat for our body. This additional heat production can help maintain our body temperature and keep it warm. Maybe we've noticed this before when running in place or jumping around when we're cold. It is unfortunate when physical activity or the extra layer in our clothes can outweigh the heat we need. Part 10 and last, practitioner overcome obstacle when they often ask again about the job desk given by the technical manager or practitioner supervisor because his explanation is not so complete and clear. By improving communication, of course, when you work in internship or internship, sometimes there are communication problems that often arise between superiors and staff or interns at work. Whether trivial or big problem, we can anticipate that and minimize it by building good communication with superiors where we do internship or work. Boss or manager are respected people at work, and they will be happy if we respect them. There are some practical ways to build good communication with their superior at work. The first is listening. The listening is one the effective communication in the world of work. Listening carefully conversation of the boss or manager can show your seriousness and enthusiasm at work. In receiving information and instruction from superior, someone will feel unappreciated if the other person is busy alone and does not pay attention to what the other person is talking about. The way to be a good listener, like precision, usually do in the office is to take our mind to understand the word of the person in front of us and start focusing. Whenever we speak, remind yourself to immediately prevent your mind from forming a response about the conversation. Next, conclusion. Next, I will explain about conclusion. After the practitioner carry out the internship, the practitioner gains a lot of knowledge and experience when doing work, especially in the insurance field. The practitioner draw conclusion from the straight vendor activity, including part one practitioner know in general the insurance closing process until the issuance of a policy for the insured. Part two practitioner can now firsthand of how to the process of making document and the flow of cooperation agreement between insurance broker and insurance company. Part three, professional can help with daily work by conducting the insurance business offer process to insurance company. Part four, the practitioner can assist in the process of claiming until the claim has been paid in full by insurance company. Part five, the practitioner can be understand the process calculating the progress fee that is obtained when the company get an insurance business. But six, practitioner can learn to adapt to the work environment and understand things that are needed in the work environment, such as ethic toward the worker and their surrounding to work more optimally. Next, I will explain about suggestion. For college student, part one, practitioner must be understand throughout incurring or tax and dare to ask question in detail to minimize error. Part two, practitioner must be better understand the concept in insurance in order to understand what the rules and ethics in the insurance company. Part three, practitioner must hone skill in the application of Microsoft Excel to make work more effectively. Part four, in the work of work, practitioner must be disciplined in managing time and Be an open person to be more adaptable. 5. Ethic must be paid more attention to because the practitioner carries the good name of the university. For company, Part 1, PT Aigra Insurance Brokers is expected to cooperate with the State University of Jakarta, especially the Faculty of Economy, Department of Management Marketing. Part 2, telling in detail the work to be done so as not to make the practitioner feel confused when they're doing the work. For university, Part 1, the Faculty Economy, especially the Department Marketing and Management, State University of Jakarta, is expected to collaborate with PT Aigra Insurance Brokers as they provide opportunity for other students who will carry out internship. Part 2, it is hoped that they can rearrange the time of the internship implementation with the lecture schedule properly so as not to interfere with the lecture schedule at the beginning of the semester. Thank you very much for your great attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.